in the wake of a growing backlash against U.S. products. British Columbia is targeting one of the president's closest allies. Starting today, the province is removing Tesla chargers and some other products from their rebate program. CBC's Yvette Brend is on this story and joined us now. So in British Columbia, the sort of targeted approach to the United States started with banning liquor from red states, Republican states, and now it has continued to grow. So tell us about this latest development.
Well, today we heard that the rebates will no longer apply to batteries or to chargers or to inverters, really any Tesla product that you can buy. It didn't apply to cars before because they were considered too expensive to be part of the program. But we heard from Premier David Eby, and he talked about why they are making this move in this clip.
Tesla cars are too expensive to qualify for the Clean BC Auto program, but they also produce a product called a Powerwall, which is like a battery for your home, as well as chargers and accessories. I think that if British Columbians heard that $10,000 of taxpayer money was going to Elon Musk, they'd want to throw up. So we removed them from the program.
So he's pretty clear and he's pretty visceral there. And he said clearly that it's aimed at Elon Musk, who, as we know, is quite affiliated with President Donald Trump. And he's been speaking about annexing our country. So this is one of those elbows up moves.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly gets headlines, but to clarify, these aren't rebates on Tesla automobiles. They're rebates on the chargers and some other products. So how much are we talking about here?
Well, you know, the province has spent over $300 million, or at least set that aside for rebates over the years. And we're talking about when you go to buy a battery, you can have about $350 or half the battery rebated if you apply for all of the subsidy programs. You can get about $700 off a battery. And this is, you know, the charger that you install on your wall and then you plug your car into. We talked to somebody today that explained how it worked, and you know, that is an incentive, right?
Yeah. And speaking of talking to people today, you spoke to some Tesla owners.
We did, and some are upset, right? This was what gave them solace that they would get a bit of money back if they installed the battery charger and had a rebate. But some said, you know, this is good. You know, even though I own a Tesla, I wouldn't buy one again now, given what's happened. And, you know, there's other options now. When they first came out, you really couldn't go with anything else, and now you can.
All right. Yvette, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk to one of those Tesla owners now. Bob Porter is president of the Vancouver Electric Vehicle Association, also a Tesla owner. How do you feel about all of this?
It's very upsetting for most people, but the stopping the $350 rebate on the chargers or even on the rebates that are on Powerwalls, totally understand it. It's just one more little thing that we can do to push back at our big dragon next door.
But you own a Tesla. You drive it around.
Yep.
And how do you feel about your car suddenly becoming a political target?
It's really unfortunate because I bought it long before Elon got really involved in politics. Just like most other owners. I mean, there's a couple million Teslas running around on the roads around the world. Nobody thought this was ever going to happen. So, you know, it is what it is. And taking the rebate off, it doesn't affect everybody. If you really wanted a Tesla charger, then okay, you'll have to accept the fact you won't get a $350 rebate. But the fact is, there's many other chargers. You can buy ones that are made in Canada if you really want to be patriotic. Get the $350 rebate and just enjoy the car.
So, you know, there was a time not long ago when Teslas were seen as a virtuous purchase, right? And there are a lot of them on the streets of Vancouver. And then, you know, the politics shift. And I know particularly the cyber truck is something which has become a target of derision on the part of a lot of people. Do you get any pushback at all? You don't have a truck, you have a car, but do you get any kind of pushback at all, or negative comments or dirty looks when you drive your Tesla around town?
I haven't had anything happen yet. Most people I know have not had the issue, but there is a concern. And we know south of the border, there's a lot stronger pushback. People have gotten very emotional. And if they think about it logically, probably most Tesla owners, if you ask, did you vote for Donald Trump? They'll probably tell you no. And they'd rather see Elon go back and work on cars and not get involved in politics, something that's not his background or his forte.
You're carrying a sticker that I think you have a version of this on your car.
Yes, I do.
Can you show it to us?
I've given a few of those away.
I bought this car before Elon went crazy, and you actually have that on your Tesla?
Yes, I do. And kind of hoping with that It'll lighten things up a little bit. I mean, the tension and anger they've got towards Tesla, and because of Elon, it makes sense that if people see this, at least they'll get a giggle. I've had people taking pictures of it. I had somebody laughing at it today when they saw it. So put a little bit of humor into the situation, as difficult as the situation is.
One last thing quickly. When you bought your Tesla, there weren't a lot of options if you wanted an electric vehicle. If you were to buy a new electric vehicle, what direction do you think you'd go in?
Well, right now there's about 60 products on the market, more coming next year. So there's plenty of options that are good, and they're not small, they don't have short range. There's enough long range cars that will compete with what the Tesla's range is at a good price, a little bit less than most of the Teslas. So, you know, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, GM, they've all got products out there, more coming online. So you don't have to go to a Tesla if you really don't want to and you're worried about the optics. Go out and then try one and enjoy it.
All right. Okay, Bob, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Bob Porter is president of the Vancouver Electric Vehicle Association.